Thank you all for joining the Finance Subcommittee meeting. We are very happy to be here with you all again tonight. And I just want to thank my colleague and also one of the members of the Finance Committee for joining, Tim Allen, Councilor Allen, and also Councilor Letterman just joined us. Thank you for joining, Councilor Letterman. And then I think we all know each other here. I believe we do. So we'll just go ahead and get started right down the agenda. And the first item is the September revenue versus expenditure report.
Thank you, Councilor Whitfield. Tonight I'm presenting the September revenue versus expenditure report, which is the first quarter of the fiscal year. A few highlights. Real estate and personal property tax collection is up 1.1 million, increase over 2021. The community impact payment from MGM of $2.6 million was received in September by the city. And also I wanted to explain the decrease in the motor vehicle excise. It's down $771,000, and that is due to the delay in the 2020 due date. So we saw an influx of revenue in 2021. So really now it's back to where it normally would be. So that isn't an area of concern.
So the decrease is normal, what we would normally get?
Correct. So we got a inflated amount in the first 3 months of last fiscal year due to the shifting of the due dates.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. And so what's the projected surplus?
Right now, it's way too early to.
I mean, free cash, I'm sorry.
Yes, free cash was certified by the Department of Revenue about a week ago. It is $27.6 million. And TJ and the mayor have asked me to provide them with a buildup that will then be presented to the city council to show the components of free cash. As we've discussed in the past, the major component, approximately half, was savings on school transportation due to the pandemic. So that number has been certified. So it's now available to be appropriated.
So 27.7 million?
$27,631,931 is the exact. So.
All right. Wow. Wow. Sorry, guys. I did get happy over that. That's a good number. It's a good number. All right. Yes. All right. So when the mayor asked for details behind the number, Tim, were you talking? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I just said that was a good number, Tracy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The details behind the number, what does he mean? Like, is it different buckets of money or is it all free cash, like normal free cash? Like,
they're just TJ and the mayor are actually just looking for a buildup of what makes up the 27 million. It's normally, as you know, around 6 million thereabouts. So they really want to see what caused the increase. And like I said, the major component was a school transportation, but there's also other pieces that I'm going to spell out. So
okay, all righty. Well, that's good. That is good right there. I'm happy to hear that number. And then for Lindsay, have you guys been discussing the free cash at all, like uses of it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We do anticipate having potentially some need. We did use over $12 million of one-time revenue with the ARPA funding to balance the budget this year. So we know we're going to have some need, but we really haven't mapped out strategically any ideas or anything yet.
Okay, all righty. Well, thank you. Councilor Davila, thanks for joining us. And let's see, any questions on the free cash portion? They can see you walking through.
I mean, the only question,
Sorry,
Pat, could I ask a question?
Yes, indeed. I'm sorry.
So Pat, just in general, 27 million, if half of it's from school transportation, that leaves another 13 million, which compares to our normal 6 or 7 million. So that's what you're going to try to explain.
Correct.
Okay. Sounds good. At least it's in the right direction, Pat.
Any other questions for Pat from counselors? All right. Seeing none, we will move on to the next item. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's the Parks EEA grant, Van Horn Dam Phase 2, $249,975 match required.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield, this is a grant that we just received through the Commonwealth Seawall Program. Armory Street is actually a dam. It holds the upper reservoir at Van Horn Park. And this will provide us with the funds to complete the study and the engineering drawings and bid specs to finally rebuild that portion of the Van Horn Park Reservoir system.
All right, any questions from counselors?
Yeah, how is that different from what we did before, Pat?
That was the lower reservoir of the dam, that dam off of Cunningham Street. This is
Yeah.
actually the Armory Street Dam, which holds the upper reservoir in its location. So
Yeah,
it'll just add further protection to that lower dam as well by fixing this dam.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you.
All right, any other questions from counselors?
A quick question, if I may, Madam Chair.
Sure.
Patrick, good evening. I know we done some work before on this. What is this part of the same project, or is this kind of a different project altogether?
This would be the second phase of the overall master plan to rebuild these two dams. So we
Yep.
did the lower dam, and now this will be the upper dam, which is on Armory Street.
Right,
So
so that will be,
it's two separate projects, yes.
right, so that will be the one right next to the park, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's a little jewel there too. I like going by there. Okay,
Great. It's a beautiful little walking area. Yes.
it is, it really is. It's really coming a long way. So, all right, thank you, Pat.
Thank you. Any other questions? All
all set.
right.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Next item is the Mass Cultural Council grant for 15,000.
Thank you. I will take this one. This, Lindsay Hackett, Deputy CAFO. This is a grant for our library department. It's a competitive grant and it's been awarded to support multiple programs related to arts and literature for FY22.
Arts and literature.
Arts and literature,
And what department?
libraries.
Libraries, okay. All right. Thank you. Any questions?
Yes, I have a question, Tracy.
Okay, Tim, floor is yours.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Lindsay, so do we get other Mass Cultural Council grants that don't go to the library, or does everything go to the library in our world?
You know, I don't know off the top of my head. Melanie, do you know off the top of your head if we get other ones that go outside the libraries?
Yes, we do. I believe the mayor's office receives mass cultural grants, but I can't recall whether or not it's a yearly allotment that they receive. To my recollection, that's the only other department that receives it.
Okay, and in order to utilize it, can Molly just go utilize it any which way? Once we approve it, it's hers and she can do what she wants with it. Is that right?
Yes, I believe that they have it set specifically that it has to be used for arts and cultural programs within the libraries. And I think at that point, they can come up with whatever specific programs that fall under those categories for the libraries.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. And then the next item we have is a library donation for $2,050.
Yes, so these are two donations earmarked to purchase books from the Springfield Library Foundation. And this donation is specifically for the East Forest Park branch, two donations. $2,000 from the Tuckers and $50 from the Razias.
So that money can get used to buy books for that particular grant.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I was muted. Then we have bills of a prior year, $1,690.20.
Yep, so this is for a couple invoices for services rendered in FY '22, totaling the $1,690.20. And just requesting to use FY '22 funds to cover those costs.
All righty. Any questions there, Tim? Victor?
No, no questions.
All righty. Thank
No
you.
questions.
Thank you, counselors. And then finally, order approving an intergovernmental agreement with the Springfield Parking Authority.
So I can speak to this one real quick, and then Attorney Shuchuk can answer any questions you might have. So this is a intergovernmental agreement with the Springfield Parking Authority. Their current contract expires on January 31st, 2022. So this one will pick up where that one leaves off. There's no major material changes between the two contracts.
Robert, did you want to speak?
Oh, nope, she did fine.
All right. And this contract is a 3-year or 5-year?
It's a 3-year with an option to renew for 2 years.
Option to renew for 2 years.
And as she said, there's no material changes to the contracts of the last years or last 5 years. So
That's okay. Counselors, any questions?
If I may, Madam Chair.
Yes, yes, sir.
Lindsay, good evening to you. Quick question. This on-street parking, right? On-street parking only?
Yes.
And that's different from the one that Attorney Moore had presented that was for the garages? Is that what it was? I feel like we just recently approved something.
You feel like what?
We recently approved something regarding with the Springfield Parking Authority.
Yeah, and I believe that that was for, Robert, was that, I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Was that-
I think he would just want to get all because there's 3 contracts that are going to be coming through the city council for approval. And he just wanted to get them all so they end at the same time. So I think the last one, this one, he wanted to extend for like 6 months. So it ended on January 31st of 2022.
Right, but I want to make sure that we're talking about 2 different contracts. The one that we
I believe the
approved-
previous one he brought before you was for towing. So yes,
Oh, that's
a
what it
separate
was.
contract,
Totally.
yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, all right. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Welcome. You're welcome. I think we did great, guys. So do we, yes?
I was going to
Say
say, Madam
something
Chair,
else?
if I may, I'm sorry, I realized I came in a little later, but item 5 and 6. Did we hear that already?
Did I
or
miss
we-
it? Hold on, let me see. Let me go back.
Oh, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong.
Oh, bills of
I'm
the
looking at
prior year.
wrong-
Yeah, we just did 6. We only have 6 items on the finance committee agenda.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong agenda. My apologies.
Oh, okay, okay, no problem. So did we want to make a motion to accept the agenda packet as presented,
So
the
moved.
items as presented?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second,
All right, so want to vote?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay, all right, so do we approve the items on the agenda as a
Yes.
finance committee? Okay,
Yes.
and yes
Yes.
for me. So items have been approved as far as the subcommittee goes, and we'll see you guys at 7.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Yeah, everybody.
all right,
Good
see ya.
night.
7.
All right,
Thank
take
you.
care. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Bye.
Bye.